Hey everyone, welcome to 996 The Howl. For the uninitiated, this is an unedited YouTube vlog discussing everything Arizona Coyotes. This one's tough. This is the hardest one. Um, this is what's hard about being a hockey fan, just the human side of it. And you don't really experience this anywhere else. Let's jump into it. 1-for-1 trade. Max Domi being sent to Montreal for Alex Galchenyuk. Man, I gotta stop going on vacations. Last year I was in Chicago at the end of June, and Mike Smith got traded, and then Ranta and Stepan came to Arizona for Murphy, and who else? Delfan? Ranta wasn't even on Chicago. He was on Rangers. It was a Rangers trade. Who did we... So many trades. Chayka's a monster. Chayka's a monster. But he had to do it. That's the double-edged sword with Chayka. He's very analytical, and he doesn't let his emotions get into the business. I mean, if any one of us was a GM, Domi would never be leaving ever. He'd stay on the team because he's such a great character, does so much for the community. When he's on the road, helping with diabetes, always has a smile on his face, never complaining. Even when he was struggling so much last season he had like 3 goals for half the season, never complained, just said, keep working hard, and he'd get out of it. And at the end of it, he kind of did, because he was getting so many assists. Even when Strome got called up, him and Strome were unbelievable. But we're a better team with Galchenyuk, 100%. The Coyotes haven't had a 30-goal scorer since, Radim Verbata was the last one, but he didn't even get it with the Coyotes. He got it with Vancouver, playing with the Sedins, so obviously. But I think it was Shane Doan in 2009, the last one to pocket 30 goals in a Coyotes uniform. So that's going to be 10 years from at the end of this season that's coming up. It's going to be 10 years since the Coyotes had a 30-goal scorer. And now they got a guy who scored 30 goals before, who he scores goals. Even last year on a terrible Montreal team, just ruined with injuries, Price, Weber. They had no offensive flair last season. I mean, Galchenyuk is like their most offensive player besides Drouin. I didn't look at Drouin's stats, but I rarely heard his name last season compared to when he was on Tampa Bay. So even last year on a bad Montreal team, I mean, Coyotes were bad too. I'm just saying, Montreal was bad also. And Galchenyuk pocketed 19 goals. That would rank second on the Coyotes behind Keller. So, I mean, he scores goals. He's always scored more than 15 goals every season, and the Coyotes barely get players scoring 15. I mean, we have so many players stuck in the teens and goals that never break 20. Keller was like the rarity last season to score over 20. The season before that was Verbata with 20. And then the year before that was Duclair with 20, but he's gone. Like, the Coyotes never have a player who is just a pure, consistent goal scorer who scores a lot of goals. Hopefully that's Perlini, because he got 17 last year, and I think 17 in his rookie season. But we can't wait for Perlini. I said this in the player profile videos, Dvorak, Perlini, Fisher, they got to break through, and maybe they're not. Maybe Chayka sees that, these players are going to remain supplementary players, and that could be good or bad, but it's good because now Chayka's making moves to shelter them. Now we have Keller, Galchenyuk, Stepan to burden the scoring, and then with Strome, we haven't even talked about the center position. We have like 5 centers now. So Stepan's our first center, then Galchenyuk, then Strome has to play center, or maybe they move Strome to the wing or Galchenyuk to the wing, and then Dvorak and Marcus Kruger. So that's a lot of centermen, and you need centermen in the NHL. The Coyotes used to have no centermen. Remember, Hansel was like centering our first line, then Chip Chura in the tank year was our first line centerman. Yeah, I think the Coyotes are 100% a better team with Galchenyuk. He's going to score. He's always on the power play. Another power play specialist. Strom, what does it mean for Strom? Maybe they play him on the wing, but it takes some pressure off Strom now. He's not a guaranteed second line center anymore. Maybe he is with Galchenyuk on his line, but now he's playing with good teammates. Adomi would have been a good teammate too, but he'll be playing with experienced teammates. Galchenyuk is in his like fifth NHL season already, and he's going to be so eager to come into Arizona and just start a new page. He had so many problems in Montreal, unbelievable. Just hearing the stories season in and season out about Galchenyuk and coaches not wanting him to play center. It was just a bad environment for him, so I'm happy he's out of that. Domi loved it in Arizona. He struggled mightily. He scored 9 goals in last season and the season before. Last season, only 5 of those were against a goalie. So 4 of them were empty netters. Domi, yeah, man, he was a great guy, great character. I loved him. He was my favorite player. Obviously, he was special. He held on to the puck a lot, but I never saw him as a 30 goal scorer guy. He was always going to be a playmaker. Just get a lot of assists like a Mike Ribeiro, but without the bad attitude. Yeah, good for Domi. I hope he flourishes in Montreal. But yeah, he was Chayka, man. Chayka knew. Chayka, so he sees that maybe Domi did hit his ceiling in his rookie year, which I doubt. But I don't see Domi ever scoring more than 25 goals ever. He's just not that guy. He loves to pass. He's a great teammate, and that's what he is. And the Coyotes need goal scoring. And if we still had Domi on this team, I mean, I always thought about it in the past couple of weeks, even months. I'm like, should I be excited about the Coyotes next season? The team still has no offensive prowess. It's just Keller. Like they don't score enough. We're good. I'm so confident in the decor. The Ranta's awesome. He led the league in every stat category last year. Fair enough, he didn't play as many games as other starters, but he's solid. I was just worried about goal scoring. We can't score goals. We can't keep winning 2-1, 3-2 games. But now he's making moves. Now Galchenyuk, like I said, he scores goals. Keller, he'll be in his sophomore season. We got Stepan. Like, we're getting like solid names on this team, which we haven't had solid league-wide names that everyone knows. Like, no one knows who Perlini is. No one knows Dvorak or Fisher. Like, these aren't household names in the NHL, but people know Stepan. People know Jalmerson. People know Ekman Larson. They know Galchenyuk. And we're getting a real NHL roster slowly. And Chayka had to tear it down. I mean, I would have never thought that Domi and Duclair and Reeder would go, but you don't build a team around Duclair, Domi, and Reeder. You just don't. They get your feelings and your human emotions out of it. You don't. Domi, I wish Domi was still on the team. I wish Chayka could have traded someone else for Galchenyuk, but that's the value. Is that it? Ekman Larson, I think he's going to sign an 8x8. It's not official, but that's great. I'm never going to buy a jersey with a name on it ever again. Probably just plain jerseys from now on. But yeah, Domi was a great character guy, special player, always with a smile, just a great guy. And the Coyotes are a better team with Galchenyuk. We'll see at the draft who they draft. I keep hearing there's movement in the top 5, but you know what? There's some great D-men. There's Oliver Wahlstrom, which I want, but then people think Sedina might drop. I just hope they don't pick Kachuk. But we're gonna get another great player. I think Chayka's just building a great team. The future is going to be so great for this team. We still got Pierre-Olivier Joseph, like barely hitting the roster for another year. So that's another D-man, great young puck moving D-man that's in Chayka's pocket. So we'll see. The schedule releases Friday, I think, and then yeah, the draft. I'm excited. We'll see. Chayka. Never know with Chayka. He keeps you on his toes. He makes so many trades. It's unbelievable going from Don Maloney to Chayka. Just Chayka makes move. I don't think he ever sleeps. Every day he's always looking to improve, improve, improve. Never stay still. And yeah, I guess take that effort and way of thinking into your own life and just keep moving, keep retooling. Even if it's hard, even if you got to give away a player like Domi, improve the team and build a championship roster. That's Chayka's goal, and that's what he said since he came in, building a championship caliber team. And it's slowly getting there. Like, if you look at the names I'm going to name off names, and these players didn't exist on the Coyotes for a year, exactly a year. So Ranta, Jalmerson, Stepan, Keller, Galchenyuk, like those are 5 household NHL names. And they weren't even on our roster last year. Marcus Kruger. So that's it for me. Thanks for watching. This one's a long one. But I'm not even in my home base to record an official video. So sorry it was, but this is personal. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I noticed my Domi player profile video was getting so many views after a trade. So hopefully you guys can share this one. This is my thoughts. No stacks, it's facts, no paper to read off of, just my thoughts. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and like always, thank you for your support.